This is the second day of experimenting with vlogging. We'll see how it goes. We're trying to get out of Santa Barbara, but it's going to take a while because we have to pick up Kara at Westmont College and pick up James, who's staying with a friend near UC Santa Barbara, and we're going to get a tour there too. I'm just going to go across the road here and hopefully I won't get hit. And I don't know which store they went into. But what I want to do with a vlog, as I'm looking in the store, I don't see them, is not have it be just, this documentary of mundane events that occur in my day, but to be more valuable and have it be a community conversation of things that I'm experiencing and going through, and maybe other people are too, and it can be helpful. I hear my name. Oh, there you go. I'm throwing this away. Okay, so Lisa's calling me. We made it to Santa Barbara, to Westmont College. Absolutely beautiful. And trees like I have never seen before. Don't even know how to categorize them as evergreen, deciduous. Of course, I'm not a botanist, so I probably wouldn't know anyway, but it's beautiful on this campus. So we're picking up Kara. That's kind of a cool image there. Let's show you the admitted student days at Welcome Admitted Students, because she got admitted. Now we're working on the scholarship side of it because it's expensive, really expensive here compared to the other schools she applied to. But she got to spend the night here, and we'll pick her up. But we're walking with the other girls to show them the campus because Naomi's never seen it. Talk a little bit more about the vlog. The word VLOG, vlog, is a contraction of video and log. A log being an accounting of events, usually done on an intermittent basis, sometimes scheduled, sometimes just as things come up. So it won't be just about basic facts or historical events as they occur. It'll be also talking about various subjects that we don't talk about on Auburn Medical Group videos, for example, because that's a medical format. And there were other things that I was wanting to get out, and I thought the vlog format might be appropriate for it. Beautiful building here. I believe that's the admissions building. So it may touch on issues of spirituality, religion, which I think are the most important, essential things that a person needs to work through in their life. Not in an agenda type way as many Christians would do it, but more just honestly talking about my own journey and maybe having an opportunity for conversation, because I have a lot of questions, and even though I'm in my mid-40s, I feel like I'm going through issues that most people wrestle with, like when they go off to college and decide for themselves as a thinking adult if they're going to continue with the beliefs their parents or church handed them growing up and work through it. And so we'll probably touch on that sometime. Kara, who just did the admitted students day or days at Westmont, was talking about her time in a biology classroom where the reason I'm telling you is because I can't get her to talk on the mic. Talking about the professor saying, let me see if you get this right. If you walk on a beach and you find a watch, would you look at it and think it was designed? And somehow relating that to biological organisms?
What kind of a living organism do you look at it and think this has a designer?
Okay, can you see if it has a designer? But here's something for you to think about. If man picks up a watch, which is designed by design capabilities of a man and made out of materials with manufacturing capabilities of man, and he looks at a watch, he say, yeah, that looks like something somebody made. When I say man, I mean generic mankind, not a specific gender. Forgive me. And so I'm wondering if some people use that as some kind of an argument, and I didn't listen to the lecture, so I don't know where he went with it, but as some kind of argument for looking at biological organisms and saying they couldn't have been designed. Is that what came from it? No.
No, it was that, I think his point was that they have a designer.
That they have a designer, okay. And what I was thinking of is that some people could argue the reverse, that you go, no, nobody would design things this way. My take on that is, if we had the same design capability as a creator God who can use building materials at the subatomic and molecular level with processes of manufacturing that can occur over eons. And for those of you who don't know that term, that means thousands upon thousands of years. Then no, it's not going to look like something designed to us, because we don't have the capability or the intellect to comprehend how you would ever do that. So I'm not sure what his point was, but that was just an interesting thought that it sparked in my mind. So behind me you see Lisa and Naomi getting a poster signed by Sophia Knorr and Arthur Dong, the director of The Killing Fields of Dr. Heng Knorr. I believe they're getting it to give it to their history teacher, Mr. Robinson. So thanks for joining us today. We'll do it again tomorrow. And if you like this, subscribe and comment below. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.